Pretty thick here, pretty thick. There's a dog standing 20 metres off the road, you're not going to see it. Anyway, doesn't look like anything in this trap. I simply haven't seen a track on this this part of the line at all. That trap. Birds have been playing on it by the looks. Perfect. We're heading now into the trap where we've caught those two dogs. The one we just caught's wouldn't be a kilometre back up behind us. So let's see. It gets me to thinking that this little one here we've just caught is one of the last ones of that big pack. Because it's only really, as the crow flies, it would be 5 kilometres, I suppose, through there to where we had the squeaker and saw all those dogs together. Now this would be, with the one hanging on the front, it's at least 8, maybe 9 of the whole lot we've caught I'd attribute to that pack. And we said looks like it was 10 to a dozen dogs. So I think we've got a handle on them. It's time to pull the traps, go to another property. Yeah, it's what do they call it? The law of diminishing returns, where you can get maybe 80% of them in a given period of time, and then it's going to take you more effort to get the last 1 or 2 than the previous 80%, 8 out of 10. So yeah, like I say, 8 will take a certain amount of effort, and the last 2 might take more effort than the previous 8. So good stuff. Whatever's left will be here when we come back next time. 2 flat tyres, both on the same side. Might just need a plug, eh? Where's your broken, Brandon? Now that's a classic example of how you can lose a trap. I was just coming along here, pulling traps up, pulled up here, and I thought, yep, I've got 2 sets there, I've got 1 set there. So I pulled up 3 sets in this pattern. This is where we caught the big mature bitch there a few days ago. And I set another blind trap in there. And I got back in there, went to mark it off on the Avenger, and it's got 4 on the note. And I go, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I start looking around and I go, oh yeah, I'll put another one off that little tree there. There's the 4th one. Now, that's the importance of looking at what you've written down. Careful bookkeeping, let's put it that way. Careful data collection. And if you do it right, well, save me losing a trap. Okay dogs, this is the last chance for this gully to fire. I really did think that we'd get a dog out of here, and this has not fired. We got the big pig, that was it, big sow. Literally not a fresh dog track anywhere at all. Over here in the shade, give these puppies a bit of shade. I'll get in the sun and you can sit in the shade. What do you reckon? That eye's any better, mate? Yeah, eyes are a little bit better. It's still matry. Poor boy. Poor boy, you got poked in the eye, didn't you? Yeah, just a different pattern this time. You cannot assume anything. There's a little vector, it would have worked. Chained onto a log. This one's just on a drag. Ooh, big old whack with a bobcat pan. The same drag I used last time. Alright, this is a bit disappointing. You guys have made it really difficult. Okay, switch this off. The trail camera is showing Dog's coming into here, right past. Right past. Now, I made a mistake because that's where the blood is, and they're stepping into here to smell where the blood is. I left the trap where it was. And they haven't stepped there, they've gone in and come back out. They haven't stepped around. So I really should have shifted that trap over here, and simply because the blood was there. But I did think if I didn't catch them on here, I'd catch them on that trap, or the one I've got up through the fence. But they just seem to go straight through, stay on this track. Now I could set traps right on this track here. These critters are going to walk them down straight away, or that ball peg that goes through. So I think what I'll do next time when I come here, I will actually probably make a little bit of a compound here. I'll probably make an alternative road to go around the side here, and I'll probably enclose an area here with some barbed wire. I'll close around here so the track and road, it's there, so I can go straight along this track and under the barbed wire and out the other side, and I can set where I want to set and make everything else go around the other way. Okay, this trap set was a bit disappointing because I did think that they would step off that pad. But you can see in the clips the dogs walk straight along that pad, straight along it, and they haven't turned round and stepped off it at all. Alright, so here's the ends of the leaf that had a little bit of magnum coil on that. And you'd think, I really did think one would come along, smell it, and turn in and get caught. Nothing has stepped in. There's calf tracks there, cow tracks, where they've walked up and had a look at it, but nothing's actually stood on that spot. Strange. The other trap is up on top of the bank above it, with a big scat and nothing. To me, that's the interesting thing. For some reason, these dogs, when they come in here, they go on a mission, and they go along that cattle pad, and that's it. They won't step off. Interesting. Interested, Mossy. Cattle have done a number on us here, I think. Simple as that. Yep. Both traps have been exposed. Okay, this is where we caught the young dog. The young black and tan sort of dog, brindle dog, the other day, and the cattle have been here and trashed it. Wrecked that one over there too. So yeah, making it pretty hard. No fresh dog sign as I came through anyway. Yeah, I think it's time. It is the time to pull the traps here because I think probably after this rain now, a lot of the little patches of water are dried up the gullies, and the cattle are concentrating back down here, and they're really, they're really working the traps over. So I'll think about this. I'll really get the old noodle into line, and the next time we trap here, I'll try a few different techniques. One thing I think should be quite apparent is that I don't have trouble with missed shots, okay? It's not cases where the trap is set off, you think, gee, a dog set that trap off and I didn't get him. It's either that if it doesn't go on the pan, or if it goes on the pan with these jakes, if it goes on the pan, it's got them. They are quick, they're a very fast trap, and do a great job. Heading over here to, I think, our best chance left on this line today. If we don't have one here, I think it's going to be pretty tight from now on. Righto, go. We've had 2 trap sets, one there at the end of that log with bitch's urine, and one over there underneath the squeaker. We've had the Reconics Ultra Fire here up on the tree. So it's going to be very interesting just to see if anything has been past this, and if it has, why they didn't step in, or how close they did come. Well, the video really told the story. This young dog came up within about 3 metres of the squeaker, had a good look at it, went back on the cattle pad, followed it round to the other side, took another good look, then back on the cattle pad. He certainly had learned a lesson. We're coming up to the last trap sets on this side of the loop. I only put them in here last night. I put 2 sets in. And we've got a dog over here in the water hole. Yep, steady. Where is he, Mossy? Steady, steady. I'll set this other trap off so she doesn't get caught. Good little plan comes together. I'll put this one up by the water. Steady, Moss. Mossy, no. No, Moss, no. Mossy, no. 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 Good girl. Righto. Simple set. Straight in here. In the water hole. Good girl. Brandon. Good boy. Brandon, come. Good boy, Brandon. Look at him, Brandon. Skid him, Brandon. Good boy, Brandon. Good boy, Brandon. 13 dogs in 8 nights, 9 days. Yeah, pretty happy with that. All pretty much the same age except for 2. All sort of not this year's pups, like they'd be over 1 litre old, so they're not the youngest pups. Actually, one was from this last season. The rest are from the previous season. The Jake traps work perfectly. I think this could have been one of the dogs that we saw on the original photos as well. It's not that far, probably about 4 k's, 5 k's. Right, the power play that's going on at the moment here is going to be seen to be believed. And I just had a run-in with Brandon where he looked like he was going to bite me because I told him to get out of the back of the truck because I thought he was going to crap in the back of the truck, which he's done twice since he's been up here, out of sorts. Like, what is going on? And it's coming down to this, there's a psychological battle going on here because he wants to be dominant. He wants to be in the front seat. This is his seat, and that's it. Little Miss Muffet here, his junior, little Miss Mossy, is saying, no, that's mine. When she gets over there, she basically pushes him out. And I know what's going on, but she'll get over there, she won't snarl or do anything, she just crawl in underneath him and put her head over the door jamb, and he'll hop over the back. As soon as Brandon hops over the back, then he gets all snarly. Like he lies down, he won't work, he won't listen, and he's messed in the back twice. Instead of like normally, he'd hop out and be clean. And so he's been in trouble over that. And then I try and discipline him over that, and then it's like, oh, I hate you, and off he'll go and sit in the shade of a tree somewhere. He doesn't want to come to me. As soon as I put her away and he's by himself, he's back to normal. He is brilliant. He's just behaving himself, does everything right, comes when you call him, everything. When she's around, he's acting like a big spoiled brat. Dog psychology. You gotta look at it and say, okay, don't get cranky. We won't get cranky with these dogs. But they've got to have some discipline to know that they can't get away with that. They've got to, you know, sometimes I put their foot in their collar or chain them up, or leave them locked up in the back of the vehicle for a day, you know, and they sort of get the idea that, oh, hang on, I've done something wrong. But yeah, this is the dominancy here right now. Mossy wants to be top dog. And Bungie over the back, well, he don't care, he just wants to have sleep. He's got a lot of talent, but he's definitely Generation Z. Like he's millennial, whatever the last group of idiots are. Sorry, all you young people that aren't idiots, but I'll tell you what, a lot of your last generation of young people, all they want to do is sit on their bums and watch movies or go on social media and do nothing else. And I've got a dog like that. And I've got two power crazy ones. And stupid me trying to decipher it all. Righto. Now on our first day here, when we came across this other side, there's a little cockatoo, little sulphur-crested cockatoo, sitting up on a tree here. Anyway, I thought, oh, he must just be out of the nest, he just must be learning how to fly. Anyway, when we had a look at him, he can't fly. I think he's got a damaged wing, or something hasn't developed properly. But you can see what's going to happen. As soon as a hawk gets hold of him, he's gone. So here he is over here, the little fella. What we might have to do is we might have to take you home for my duty, okay? We might have to take you home for my duty. Oh, I know, I'm a soft-hearted fool. Look at him, poor little Nigel. What are we going to call you? The last one we had, we called him Nigel. He's not a bad little fella. What you doing, little mate? I think he's just got a dud wing. One wing seems to be hanging down more than the other. Hey, let's say we take you and give you a good home and get you going, eh? Yeah, one wing's hanging down. That's what's wrong with you. Come on, hop on that. Hop on that. Good boy. Okay. We've already showed that, but I've built you a cage. I've built you a little cage. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a broken wing. That's what's happened to him. So he stirred up a little bit by jumping away from me, trying to fly there, but he's broken at the elbow, so he'll never fly. But if it heals up, he'll be a good little pet, but we'll just see. It might not heal. We'll just see.